I said you were cute there. Look what's happened to you now.
Dear, see what I'm holding in my hand.
That's a doll. A Superman.
No, it was a doll.
I am in awe of what you will forget. How memory will sculpt the past for you.
You're looking cute. But sulky, I told you.
Curve muscles of laughter, pool and shadow pain. I fumble for an image of myself a child like you.
See? Look at me.
Yeah, you look damn cute. In fact, you look just like me.
I look cuter than you.
No, absolutely.
I look
like
cuter
me.
than
Let's
you.
see.
You look sulky. You were in front. You were like that, and I was looking thoughtful, like I'm just about to say something.
Yeah,
Yeah, see?
let's see.
Even my mouth is twitching.
Yeah, you are looking cute.
Much cuter than you.
Much cute.
And I don't have a doll. I have a bag.
I know.
Who's
How
cool and grown up?
Now you have a pillow.
It doesn't matter. Then I had a bag.
Drops and becomes softer. Can we change the treatment there slightly? Might sound interesting.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
That looks like me. I'm getting embarrassed now.
See how always matching clothes. Now you see what we had to go through? These are all our Eid outfits which were, there comes mummy. Wear matching clothes. You girls were always beautifully dressed, I've got to tell you.
Yeah, I know. I used to hate that. That's when Nadia was growing up.
See, the thing is, it's very strange. I mean, as a kid, yes, I knew that there's Patna and there's Chahatta and there's Eid, and we used to go there with all the cousins and get main thing was new clothes and chudis. Okay, and we used to all get dressed up on Eid day and all that was great fun because the fun part of it was all being together and doing things together. And
This
like
is
you said,
this
having
is
a
Wali
ritual,
Manzil,
you know?
the old ancestral home.
This is before it was burnt down or after? I mean, the earthquake, not burnt
Before. You see, there was an earthquake and they had to rebuild the top story properly.
But when I was little older than that, I didn't feel sort of defined by the fact that, because Papa in fact was hardly, but in the earlier years when I remember growing up till I went away to college, he never even used to say namaz, he never used to go for Eid namaz. I remember Ali Hassan used to come and very pointedly stand there in the veranda while Papa was having his tea, and he would be Ali Hassan would be all dressed, he was our old servant, all dressed in his fresh white kurta and thing and looking at Papa very pointedly, and Papa would, oh, acha, ha, and all, and get up to go and get ready for namaz, so he could be dragged off for Eid namaz. But, it was, Papa wasn't sort of...
Say about the religious part, and she's right that I had no idea what a Muslim entails, so they had to be taught by Muslims. But I think that exposure was quite naturally imbibing both sides, because when we went to Ranchi, Mummy would sit and do her little puja, they were exposed to that, then they'd see Amma doing her namaz 5 times a day, they'd be exposed to that. Very naturally accepted.
My mother's name was Uma Ahmed and she was teaching in school, but it just didn't come up. I never felt it. But now the whole situation has changed. In fact, it's a huge difference.
Why did you just say flat 3 I see? No, what's her name? I don't feel like saying it because they'll always go like, Ahmed! Yeah. I thought you're Punjabi. Then I get like SMS jokes which are like really mean about Pakistanis and stuff, which I can't repeat because there's bad language in it. But I do. And then if I say that, okay, I don't like this joke, it's not funny, they'll be like, what's wrong with you? It's hilarious. And I'm like, yeah, okay. It's kind of communal.
But hating Pakistanis was something that even I remember that from school, because we had wars there, which you don't remember. We had wars with Pakistan when I was a kid, younger than you. So obviously they were the enemy. What I'm trying to say is people on both sides of the border are connected. It's not just our family.
Yes, I know.
It's
I've
lots of
tried this
families.
approach. Don't hate Pakistanis. They're not all bad. It's the politicians who are bad. The people aren't bad. I've tried this. It doesn't work. You have to say, we hate Pakistanis. We don't have any religions there. We're not Muslim. It says Hindu on my birth certificate.
This is 26th August 1992. Dearest Dia, this book is for you because I have no faith that you and I will ever meet as two grown women. Though I think of it often, both of us across a table with cups of coffee, talking and sharing and laughing in that special way only two close women friends can do. Of course, we may both live to meet as women and we may find that we can't be friends, but I don't really believe that because I don't lie to you in any way about anything. I think we can survive into friendship. What is it that I want to say to you? I don't know. Anything and everything. What I've learned, what I've grown into believing and believing in. My own truths as opposed to the truths of others, of norm, of the society we live in. You're only 6 years old, or 6.5 as you insist on. So there's so much I can't talk to you about, so much that's beyond your experience.
Watching you receive each day, watching you receive each
It's embarrassing for you because you don't want to have to be in a situation where you're constantly either being defensive.
Everyone I know is Hindu. I don't want to be not. In fact, I don't even want to be no religion, which you have so proudly proclaimed. We are. I don't like
I didn't
being.
say we are.
You are.
never
Oh
said-
yeah, great. I get to choose.
I'm sorry, but the family I got married into does not go around trying to be Hindu. It's as simple as that. I mean, my mother-in-law and my
I
father-in-law.
have rituals. I don't have any rituals and I don't have any God. I've been told, oh, well, science. Seriously, ever since I've been a kid. And when I say anything about God, it's very like, you can believe in if you want, but it's always the way they say it. It's like, you can believe in it if you want, but not blindly. And why can't there be a God? Yes, but why can there be a God? Let's also look at it like that. We're being open-minded, but it's
Who
mean.
says all that?
Papa and mom, they're always like, firstly, they're very like skeptical about this God term. And then they make you feel foolish about it because it's like all scientific, and then they make you feel dumb about saying God. And like, it's a nice concept. It'll make people feel better. It's just like, yeah.
little girl, I'm leaving you behind in a world and an age. Little girl, that'll do its best to put your mind into a cage. Little girl, and if you wanna fly way up high, just close your eyes and dream the sky. Little girl, they'll teach you what to think and where to take a stand. Little girl, they'll tell you which drum to march to and how to join a band. Little girl, I just want you to know the grass will grow, the wind will blow, and there'll always be wildflowers waiting. Little girl, they'll try to teach you all the things you need. Little girl, they'll try to teach you hate, they'll try to teach you a creed. Little girl, but if you wanna fly way up high, just close your eyes and dream the sky. Just want you to know the grass will grow, wind will blow, and there'll always be wildflowers waiting.
We lived in Lahore, and we used to hear about these riots and terrible things happening, and we used to sit and talk of the horror of it all, but not as Hindus are doing this or Muslims are doing this. To us, there were some gundas. There were some lumpen element doing all this. I at least never blamed it on Muslims because all these people sitting with me were Muslims and they weren't like that. So it never came in my mind as a Muslim thing. And when I met Mumtaz, it took a while for us to realize that we wanted to get married. I didn't see him as a Muslim. I just saw him as my, Mumtaz. He was a very likable man, and it never occurred to me that I should be wary of him because he's not my religion and so on. And my mother finally came down to, yes, but who are they? Supposing I say you get married and they put you in parda, take you away, her idea of a Muslim, and you're unhappy, and what is the point? You don't even know, has he got brothers and sisters, which is a fact. I didn't know who he was apart from him, But it's stupid and strange, but I really, except he used to keep talking about this brother, idealizing this INA brother of his. And he used to keep on talking of his bhaiya and how he was in the INA and how he got influenced by Netaji. And I told Mummy that the only person I hear of is this brother of his. And his name is Mehboob Ahmed. And I only hear about this brother. And she said, she went off to Balur Math because she was a disciple of Bharat Maharaj. And she used to pour her heart out to him, and Bharat Maharaj said, don't worry, these things shouldn't worry you, my daughter's an educated girl. Mummy said, Acha, she's given me one name. She's mentioned one Mehboob Ahmed. And Mummy's story is that he stopped everything. He said, Kya? She's Booby's, the boy is Booby's brother? Booby, INA wala Booby? Look how it all comes wrong. She said, Ma, you give your daughter. So she came back and she said, Bharat Maharaj would like to meet me and Mumtaz. We went. What a lovely day we spent with him. And he was telling Mummy all the stories about Bhaiya and about, he knew the family, you see. So Mummy's guru is telling her that it's okay. But how do you meet a guy? Bihar, Muslim, Punjabi, Hindu, where do we turn up and click like that? There's got to be something. So that's why I sometimes feel that there's more to it than chance.
Write, you tell me. Write. Pluck tiny burrs from the fabric of ours and gather them, feather light. A warm lapful, a single breath can blow away. This makes a day. We've always known that we had that Siraj-ud-Dawla was one of our ancestors, and Siraj-ud-Dawla is sort of the big leading anti-British figure, one of the first to stand up and fight against the British. Then at the time of the mutiny, which is the next sort of big seminal point, there's always been this story of the ancestor who was part of the mutiny and who actually was his kingdom was confiscated because of his support for the mutiny, for the anti-British side.
He was a Persian scholar and a Sanskrit scholar, and had a lot of interests. And he used to host these sessions where a lot of young British officers also used to come and enjoy poetry reading and so on. And one of them came pelting down on his horse. Amma describes it how, he really rushed to tell Nawab Sahib that they're coming for you. They found out that you've been financing the mutiny and you're sympathizing and so on. So he got onto an elephant and gathered, according to her, sack full of asharfis, which are gold coins, and went cross-country, across paddy fields and all, trying to escape. And from there he reached Banaras, and because he was a Sanskrit scholar, he became quite a well-known panda there and had his own following, held his own kathas, but he insisted on cooking for himself. He said, I've taken this vrat, this oath that I will cook only for myself, because knowing he is a Muslim, he didn't want to defile anybody's kitchen and so on. And he knew how sensitive the Hindus were.
And then at the time of the INA, the Indian National Army, the nationalist movement in the 40s, my eldest uncle, well, not my eldest uncle, but we used to call him Manjle Papa, Colonel Mehboob Ahmed, who's no longer alive. He actually was a member of the INA and he fought alongside Netaji through Burma. He was taken prisoner and he was part of the Red Fort. The prisoners who were in Red Fort when that famous trial was to be held. It was, what was the thing? Yeah, but the three was Saigal, Dillo, Shahnawaz. Lal Kile se aayi awaaz, Saigal, Dillo, Shahnawaz. So, in fact, I remember Manjle Papa, I mean, the memories I have of are of his extreme sort of loyalty and the way he was very closely involved with the whole INA philosophy and with Netaji as a leader. And one of the things he used to emphasize whenever he talked to me was how totally non-communal and open to all religions the whole INA ethos was. And to the extent where their greeting to each other was Jai Hind. It was not Vande Mataram and it was not anything that could be identified with any religion. 4th of February 1993. As you can see from the date, more than 2 months have passed since I last wrote. So much for promises and pacts. 4 days after I last wrote to you, something happened which changed so much for me and, though I hope not, potentially for you. Communal hatred. The forces of religious bigotry were let loose. What followed was bloodshed, looting, arson, fear, insecurity, as the two communities, Hindu and Muslim, went on the rampage all over the country. There was curfew in Calcutta. I wonder if you'll remember it. Suddenly I had to think of myself in terms of my religion. My family was Muslim, therefore I am willy-nilly a Muslim. I have been so depressed, Diya, scared and depressed. If the climate in this country openly flaunts religious intolerance, what hope is there for minorities? In the context of this, more private, intimate concerns and projects, my writing, my plans for it, seem totally irrelevant. Even as I know it can't, mustn't be rendered so, I still feel crippled. And you, I cry for your future. How will you grow up, humane and tolerant, in an atmosphere that spits hatred and intolerance? I am trying to put 2 months of everyday brooding, despair, introspection, depression onto one page, and it's coming through distorted. I'll talk about it again. And that's the last thing I ever wrote. I didn't pick up this journal again after that.
The police are at the gates, knocking, 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 they just can't wait. The police are at the gates, knocking, 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 they just can't wait. They'll tell you how to fix your hair, what you can and what you cannot wear. They tell you whether beards are right or wrong. And as for skirts, they must be long. Oh, the thought police, they're at the gates, knocking, 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 they just can't wait. The thought police are at the gates, they're at the gates, yeah. Knocking, 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 they just can't wait.
What I was seeing as this sort of inexorable wave spreading sort of flood of hatred and hostility, this sort of sense of excluding people, of defining yourself in this very narrow and rigid way, and being able to exclude more and more people from that very narrow definition. And that led actually directly into trying to work with young people, which is what the whole Peaceworks part of what I'm doing is about. If we didn't at this point in time start trying to make some difference, and the difference has to be with how people feel and believe, and what they believe and what their values are. I mean, it has to be that. It's trying to get children or youngsters to think differently, to analyze, to, sort of really get a sense of what's going on and then take a stance.
And if you don't obey, they know how to make you pay. They burn, abuse, they rape, they kill. Slander, loot, spread lies at will. Oh. Wanna own your mind, put blinkers on you, turn you blind, tell you when and how to pray, where it's safe to live, where it's safe to play.
You too will learn to smile and deftly use flat surfaces, your longings furled in cool depths, finger fronds tranquil in the grace of their memories. And when they move, remembering, a shivering on the waters, another way of seeing.
Blood at the roots, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, black bodies hanging from the poplar trees. Has the world seen a more gallant South? The bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here is strange and bitter crop. Room she moves in when alone, hard cornered, offers no surprises. The room she moves in when